Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a silver stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information for the 8th day of December 2021, I'd like to welcome you to JM Bullion so we can look at the spot prices. Gold is up $6.78 to 1798.48. Silver's down 6 cents to 22.58. Platinum up $6.35 to 976.01. And palladium down 3 nickels to 1873.59. Check that out. Now, the stock status of silver looks like they're at 533 pieces. That's quite interesting. But don't really want to talk about silver on this particular video. I want to talk about gold, and something has happened here. And Mike Say 98, that's his Twitter handle, and this is the data he's I guess, procured or acquired from AppMex. And there's a disclaimer here at the bottom. Data is not official, not comprehensive, and is based off personal observation. Factors such as inventory changes or procedures could result in inaccurate data. So here's the silver. Here's the gold. This is what they sold yesterday, the 6th, because this is from the 7th. So 51,126 ounces. That's the blue line here, notated here on the legend. So we're at the blue right there, and the 7th is purple, and it looks like it's following within that range for silver. Now we're going to go over here to the gold, and we notice that the purple is definitely, that's yesterday, is way off the charts compared to the other graph lines. So there's something interesting happening at gold, and so that made me go to the Google machine and look up this term right here, central banks buying gold. And first thing I came up with was Ireland buys gold for the first time in 12 years. So here it is by Anna Gulubova, Thursday, December 2nd, and this is from Kitco. News, the Irish Central Bank is adding gold to its reserves after a 12-year hiatus, and inflation worries could be the reason why. Yep. Now, this one is Outlook, and it's RBI tanks up on gold. Decline in major currencies continues. So that's the Reserve Bank of India has bought 71 tons of gold in just 10 months this calendar year. Falling global prices of gold, economic uncertainty, decline in major currencies such as U.S. dollar have prompted the buying spree. See, there you go. I mean, that's it. Lots of uncertainty, and that uncertainty can be found here, and that's why all these prices are flat. At least that's in my opinion. Now, this is the next thing I wanted to show you. This is off investing.com. Davos is making the central bank case for gold. And I'm going to just go right here to the meat and potatoes, what I think the article is. This is a little bit down. Oh, and I forgot to say who this was from. This is from Tom Longo. Appreciate that article, sir. And we're going to go here to All Roads Lead to Singapore. Has now joined the ranks of Russia, Turkey, Hungary, Serbia, Poland, and others in adding to their central bank gold reserves. This is a very significant move because this is the first country outside of those in Russia's nominal orbit. See, there you go, nominal orbit. So Singapore. And this is really, I think they're saying this is the alarm that people should be waiting for or listening for because it is outside of that nominal orbit. Singapore, outside of Hong Kong, is a major clearinghouse for offshore Chinese yuan settlements. ICBC opened up a branch there in 2012 to handle such transactions, and things have only progressed from there. And if I'm not mistaken, that made me think of a huge warehouse that they were building for gold in Singapore, or at least in Southeast Asia. It might have been a different country, but I'm pretty sure it was Singapore building that huge warehouse for gold. I don't necessarily see this as a China-related move by the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, as their monetary policy is very independent and pretty much algorithmic. Now, they manage the exchange rate of the Singapore dollar, SGD, within 1% band of expected rates against basket of currencies rather than publishing a benchmark rate. Okay, that's all well and good. Now, why is this important? That's the big part here. If Singapore is worried, like everyone else, is about a collapse of the current financial system, which is expressly on the table via Davos and the Great Reset, then those with the gold will be in much better position to defend their currencies during a crisis and maintain a relatively stable global exchange rate. Yikes. Now, over here to investing.com, and this is from December 6th by Andrew Lane. And there's a summary. This article is called Basel 3. What does it mean for gold and silver prices? So I'll go to the summary. It says here the reclassification of gold was sanctioned by the highest levels of government and authorities across the globe. This suggests one of two things. Either they do not believe that a rising gold price threatens fiat currency, or this is all part of a plan to have gold at the center of whatever is coming when fiat currencies fall. Maybe that's it, huh? A lot of stuff going on, folks, and we don't really know what's going on for certain. And I don't think the market does either. Otherwise, these would be probably going in healthy directions in either way. However, that being said, we know that there's a history of some kind of market manipulation here. So does that have anything to play in it? And if so, is it propping up the markets? And who would have something to gain out of that? Not sure, but these are definitely questions that should be asked. Now that I'm done asking questions, I'm going to take you to my plus one for today, and it is over here to YouTube. And there's look at this, it says Melody AM. So that's really interesting. So this is Röyksopp, and the song is called Remind Me. And if you remember the Geico commercial with the cavemen, this is that song when he was on, I guess, returning he was inside an airport on an escalator, like they are, what is that? How they have in the Chicago O'Hare airports, where they have those things where you don't have to walk on the ground. It kind of moves you across the ground rapidly. Anyway, similar to that commercial. Long story short, very cool song. Lots of fun, good melody, and upbeat tempo. So go ahead and check that out, folks. Listen, I want to thank you all for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. Son of a silver stacker. Did you just say that with me? Out.